that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers.
Taken in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And some space here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And some room to work. Touchdown, 49ers.
San Francisco.
A big play there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
Makes the score Niners.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And to give this time to the tailback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Hey, watch. Watch that screen. Watch that screen. Take the screen.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Niners 10, Panthers 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They're going option play on 3rd down. This is out quickly to the right. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Now goal for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Niners 17, Panthers 7.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
49ers.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs, that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
3rd and inches.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. This one caught by Ridley. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Right back to him on 1st down. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Now Johnson, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Give them a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will close the gap down to 14. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He may try and run for this. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, 49ers.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A first down carry here for Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Niners 24, Panthers 17.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
Now the ball comes loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Grant Delpit on the coverage.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Davis first, this now from 42 yards out. The kick by Gold is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. There's Garoppolo to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. A quick toss outright. And he is going to have a Niners first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
It's a gain of 6.
That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one goes is incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On the screen, this is Coleman. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And give him a gain of 37.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he puts it through.
It's the score, Niners 34, Panthers 17.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
At the 49ers' 27-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now they try the right side here. Able to power through, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Ayuk, complete. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. 49ers.
Touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Under one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. 2nd and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Hey, come on, come on, come on. Two.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Now they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for number 17. Incomplete. Results in a...
There's the Panthers punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. Oh, nice move. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully...
He's got daylight. Past the 20.
Told y'all it was going to be a big one.
And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Robbie Gould lining up.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
And they'll try to run the option here. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 180. Come on. Double tight. 21. 3 down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Yeah, he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
He will push his way down to about the 14. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Check the out. 56 to Mike.
Now Garoppolo. Oh, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Robbie Gould lining up for the point after.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now a handoff looking right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield, but he's playing run all the way here.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards on the ground.
At the 4-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they will take a knee here. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Push him back. Push him back.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel